Well, I have decided to make a series of videos on narcissism. Specifically, in my case, narcissistic mothers. Now, it doesn't have to be a mother in your case, but if you know of a narcissist and you're at the stage where you can identify this person as a narcissist, it can be applied to whether it be a narcissistic wife, mother, father, husband, or even a boss in that case. But I'm going to specifically talk about narcissistic mothers because that's what I relate to a great deal. And you can just fill in the blank as you see fit, but I think I'm in a lot of company when it comes to narcissistic mothers. The first video I'm going to do is about reconnection. And that is really an important part of my story. I went no contact about 28 years ago from my narcissistic mother. She was terribly abusive, and we'll go over that in a series of videos that I do, and how they abuse and how they gaslight and how they make you crazy and how they sexually abuse or physically abuse you. We'll go all over that over a while, but I went no contact. And with great error and with great regret, I somehow thought that she was going to change. So about 4 years ago, in my infinite wisdom, I thought, well, she probably mellowed out. She's probably calmer now. I don't want to die or her die without having to at least have some contact. Let me give it a try. For those of you who are thinking about reconnecting with your narcissistic mother after a no contact period, don't do it. It's lethal. Narcissists, as they age, do not get mellow. They do not get better. They get worse. And they get a lot worse. So while you may reconnect after a no contact period, and all is well, and the narcissistic mother is smiling and saying nice things, you're being set up for the next fall. You're being talked to behind your back. All the old tapes, everything that used to happen to you that you weren't quite sure why they were happening to you, it doesn't get better. It gets a lot worse. Narcissism really deepens with age. And there's reasons for that. And I'll go into that in a series of videos I do. Some of the reasons are they become more and more empty. They become more, they identify more of what they've done in their past. They lose their friends and family. People don't want to be close to them for specific reasons. Well, because they're narcissists. And this makes them hollow. They become an empty shell. They're alone with themselves. And in my case, when I was 25 and my kid brother was 15, he had to come live with me. Now, he's the golden child now, but we were inseparable. He came to live with me when he was 15, and there's reasons for that. Some very deep and very, very sick reasons for that. And I was just getting married. My wife was okay with that. And we raised him as our own son for about 5 years. He stayed with us after he got thrown out of the house. Now, my brother and I no longer have contact. We did have contact nonstop. For all of those years, I had no contact with my mother. My brother and I were tight as could be. Except when I reintroduced my mother, somehow there was separation. He started distancing himself. He started treating me cruelly. There's many different level of reasons for this. But my narcissistic mother was really doing something that we call triangulation, or separating, or slicing. Taking the siblings, both my brother and I, as well as our step siblings, my two stepbrothers and my stepsister and dissecting each one of us against each other. Talking bad about one to the other, then going to the other one and talking bad about that person. And this way, and I'll talk about triangulation in another video. But this way the narcissist controls all the information. They control the flow of communication. Everything goes back to the narcissist. They're in control. And they love to see the battle and the misery between the siblings. They thrive off of this. Now, like I said before, I thought that she would mellow with age. Well, she's 74 years old now. She is sicker than I have ever seen her in my life. And I mean sick, to the point where she'll outright just lie to my face about something about me. They'll take a little bit of the truth sometimes, and then they'll mix it with a tremendous amount of lies. There's reasons why they do this. The purpose of this video is, if you're thinking about reconnecting with a narcissist that you've had no contact with, do not do it. You're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for heartache. You're setting yourself up for depression. You are setting yourself up for failure like you can't believe. Narcissists do not love. They lack empathy. They do not have the capability of giving love. It's all about the supply to them. Again, I'll talk about narcissistic supply in another video. But narcissists need supply. When I came back into the picture, I was used as a pawn. I was able to be manipulated, lied about, to extents I can't even tell you. Now I'm going to go through a great deal of videos on this, I hope today, for two reasons. Number one, for my own mental health, because I didn't really understand what narcissism was until a few years ago. But number two, possibly to help you, because a great deal of you, I'm sure, are out there going, something is wrong. Something is horribly wrong in this family dynamic, and I can't put my finger on it. And you may not understand yet what narcissism is, and specifically a narcissistic parent, because they're deadly. They're literally deadly. So I'm going to go through a series of videos. In the meantime, if you're having any questions about reconnecting after no contact, don't do it. I'm pleading with you. You'll only get hurt. It may take a week, it may take a month, it may take a couple of years, but it will be horrible. You don't deserve it. And I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Thanks.